Saturday at 9 o'clock. It looks like you already know about the caucuses. We are doing something very unusual in American politics. We are telling the truth. We now have a campaign finance system which is corrupt. Together, we are going to overturn Citizens United. We are going to move toward public funding of elections. They're trying to make it harder for African Americans, for poor people, for old people, for students to participate in the political process. If you don't have the guts to run in a free and fair election, get another job, get out of politics. In America today, you have millions of people working longer hours for lower wages. And meanwhile, 58% of all new income is going to the top 1%. We are going to create an economy that works for all of us. We have today, shamefully, the highest rate of childhood poverty. We have more people in jail than any other country on earth. So what we are going to do is invest in jobs and education, not jails and incarceration. You and I and everyone else in this country are tired of seeing videos of unarmed people, often African Americans, shot by the police. The vast majority of police officers are honest, hardworking, and they have a really hard job. But like any other public official, when a police officer breaks the law, that officer must be held accountable. We have got to take a hard look at the failed war on drugs. Right now, the Federal Controlled Substance Act has marijuana as a Schedule I drug alongside of heroin. And while people may debate the pluses and minuses of marijuana, it ain't heroin, that's for sure. States, as you know, have the right to legalize marijuana. 4 states have done that. But in my view, possession of marijuana should not be a federal crime. We need to treat drug addiction as a health issue, not a criminal issue. We need a revolution in mental health treatment in this country. We have to do nationally what Seattle has already done. Raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. We're not going to cut Social Security benefits. We're going to expand Social Security benefits. And if the Congress does not do its job and pass comprehensive immigration reform, I will use the executive powers of the presidency to do everything I can. How does it happen that we can spend trillions of dollars on a disastrous war in Iraq but not invest in inner cities throughout this country? Millions of African American children are going to schools that are totally inadequate. How does it happen that in this country we allow to occur situations like exist in Flint, Michigan, where children are being poisoned? Instead of giving tax breaks to billionaires, we're going to rebuild inner cities all over this country. Native Americans have been lied to. They have been cheated. Treaties negotiated have been broken. And if elected president, we will change the relationship of the United States government to the sovereign Native American tribes. It is time to impose a tax on Wall Street speculation, a tax that would bring in more than enough revenue to make public colleges and universities tuition-free and significantly reduce student debt. If Congress can bail out the crooks on Wall Street, now is the time for them to help the middle class of this country. The debate is over. Climate change is real. We have a moral responsibility to leave this planet to our children and grandchildren in a way that is healthy and habitable. We have got to tell the fossil fuel industry that the future of this planet is more important than their short-term profit. I believe that health care is a right of all people, not a privilege. People in America are dying because they cannot afford the drugs they need. The time is long overdue for this country to move toward a Medicare for all single-payer program. In the history of our country, change has never taken place from the top on down. It is always from the bottom on up. There is nothing that we cannot accomplish.